Celtics all day, every day, baby. This is really a huge statement win for our club. Anyway, we don't have to start the video, you know. This video itself already got 1.3 million views. I'm not sure how many of you guys were able to catch the whole game or if you just ended up watching the highlights, but this was pretty much a blowout throughout the whole game, besides maybe like in the first half. My bad. But yeah, I was so excited about this game. 80 came out here in the first quarter. He had 16 in the first quarter. Lakers were looking like they were about to dominate. LeBron hit 4 of his first 5 shots. They were up 12. Then Marcus Smart had like a few and ones. Schroeder was taking it to the bucket. Second quarter comes around. We're tied up at halftime. Then at the third quarter, like, we just went crazy. Honestly, I think that this Boston team can really be have a deep run in the playoffs. I'm not just saying that because I'm a Boston fan, but like, we didn't have Jaylen Brown or Grant Williams, and we beat the Lakers by 25. So that's first of all, that's huge. Second of all, we run this little like play where at the top of the key, one of the guys comes down from for a curl screen, and then like they kick it to the corner, and then Horford will come up from the top and he'll shoot that 3 at the top, and it's like he's been so deadly for us all season. And then if Horford doesn't have that 3 like right at the top of the key, he'll hand it off to Tatum, and Tatum will just attack down the middle. It's kind of like a curl option. I don't really know how to explain it, but I've been noticing that we've been doing that a lot, and it's been working. And the whole season for Boston has been really frustrating. We dropped a game to Toronto that we shouldn't have lost. We dropped a game to who did we lose to that we should have blown out? Oh, we dropped a 20-point game to Cleveland. We lost it. We've been losing games that we shouldn't have been losing. We have the same problem that we had last year. Like, we get up early, beginning of games, we do our thing, we go up 10, then in the third quarter the other team makes a run, they cut it to 2, and then we blow the lead. So yeah, so right here, this is what I was talking about. The Lakers were up like 12, and then Smart had that and 1. We hit a 3, and then after that we were like, okay, we can win. But yeah, I'm so happy. People really don't understand like the concept of when you're a Celtics fan your whole life and you're somebody that lives in LA and you've been a Celtics fan your whole life. Like, the amount of torture and hate and things coming your way is crazy. So for us to win this game, obviously it's just like a dumb regular season game, but it's not like that for us. Like, this was our NBA Finals right here. Like, I wanted to win this game more than I ever wanted to win any other game, you know? Up until this point, THT has been looking really nice. I think he had a 30-point game the other night, or like 28, and then tonight he played 27 minutes, had 2 points. So he's kind of hit or miss. And then AD was going crazy in the first half, and then he just turned stone cold. But Tatum was going crazy this game. What do you have, 37? I don't know. This Laker team is kind of scaring me right now. It was kind of beneficial to me watching the Lakers and noticing like this whole season that they've obviously had their struggles in like maintaining games in the third quarter. That's the play I was talking about. But like, at the same time, Laker fans do have a little bit of hope, thinking as like they've been pretty close in all these games and then they haven't had LeBron. So I guess there's that. Like, necessarily throughout his 20-year career, LeBron's never really made teams any worse. He's always made them a lot better, so I don't think this Laker team could get any worse. You know what I mean? And that's coming from a Celtics fan. I don't think this Laker team could ever really get any worse. This was nasty. And then they called a blocking foul, which was a charge right there. But yeah, this Laker team will only get better. I still think this Laker team could win a championship this year. I know they look horrible right now, and a lot of people aren't believing in them, but it's LeBron. This is the one thing I'll say about LeBron. LeBron James teams, you can never count them out, no matter what. Like, there's only been a team that you could be like that, and that was like Jordan-led teams or Kobe-led teams, because they just will to win is crazy. But like LeBron's basketball IQ, like, you can really never count him out. Another thing I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about, which a lot of people were asking me in the comments, is the whole Marcus Smart, Ben Simmons thing, how I feel about that. Look, Ben Simmons is a great defender. As Marcus Smart, they're both like in the conversation for first team all defense, and they're both in the conversation for defensive player of the year. Personally, I would rather have Marcus Smart on defense, because this is my reasoning. I know like a 6'10" point guard is like very appealing to the eyes, because people think of like a Magic Johnson and stuff like that. But personally, to me, I've always said this, and my friends have always like talked to me about this. You only need 5 or 6 plays to win a basketball game. A lot of these NBA games are so close, people don't even realize that, like, the little effort 50-50 balls, plays like that. Coaches always talk about this type of stuff. 5 or 6 plays win you an NBA game. And I think Marcus Smart really is like our glue guy. He makes those difference plays. He makes those like little plays that you wouldn't ever expect. Diving on the floor, offensive rebounds, making his free throws, things like that. And I just don't think that our squad can lose somebody like that. So if the Sixers were to come to us and straight up be like, okay, we'll give you Ben Simmons and we want Marcus Smart and Schroeder, I would definitely say no. If they came to us and said, we'll give you Ben Simmons and we get Jaylen Brown, I would say no too, for sure. The Celtics squad all year has been lacking scoring. You know, we've been a 3rd in defensive rating, and we've been holding our opponents to less than like 90 points a game, which is ridiculous, especially in the modern NBA. So it's just like, I don't know. For me, we don't need another person that's great defensively. We need another offensive player. I don't know why the Lakers don't play Malik Monk more. I also was thinking about Ime Udoka, our new Celtics head coach. His rotations are a little bit weird. I think you have like established 2-3 year players like Aaron Nesmith and Peyton Pritchard that I think should be getting a little bit more play than they deserve. Or they're getting less play than they deserve. Like, I think Naismith had a game where he had 13. And that was the most points he had scored all year. Like, you got to let a player like that play. I remember coming out of the draft from Vanderbilt. He was the 14th pick or something like that. And he was the best shooter in the draft. And then Pritchard was a 5-year player at Oregon. Obviously, he redshirted for a year, but it just makes no sense to me when you have players like that. Like, look at the Bucks, bro. They're playing Grayson Allen and Pat Connaughton, and those two guys are like been their unsung heroes all years and won. You know what I mean, though? Like, you have these players that have had established college years. They've proven themselves in the summer league. They've proven themselves in the NBA. They've shown that they can score. We need scoring. We blow games because of our inability to score. It's not our inability to guard. We're holding the Lakers to 90 points right now. It's our inability to score. And we won this game because we were able to score, you know? And this is pretty much over at this point. I'm pretty sure they pulled the subs with around 3 minutes left. But yeah, for me, biggest takeaways from this game is we look a lot better. And then today we play OKC and watch us drop this game. Like, Celtics are just one of those teams that are just so inconsistent. We can beat anybody and we can lose to anybody. Same with the Lakers. That was nasty. Bucket. But this obviously makes you really happy if you're a Boston fan. I think there's 3 players on the squad that are untouchable. Brown, Tatum, and Smart. Anybody else, if they want to like have a conversation with us and talk to us about it, then we can nod our head. But yeah, great win, big win. Like, sub, comment. I love y'all always. Take care. Your boy.